Hello, this is Don Lubach. I'm at the Graduate Post in the Student Resource Building, and I was just walking by the multipurpose room, and I looked in, and there was Lindsay Kahn. She's the Academic Services Coordinator. She had a large group in the big room, and they were watching her deliver a wonderful workshop on dissertation and thesis filing. She does this all the time, and I thought, wow, if we could get Lindsay to just quickly do a sort of post-game interview and let the Grad Post readers know where they can find a version of this workshop. Maybe we'll save some people some time and they'll at least know who Lindsay is. Hello, Lindsay. Thank you for coming over here today.
Hi, Don. Thanks for inviting me.
Great. We're going to ask you a question before we get into the workshop, which is you see more people who are finishing their dissertation and master's thesis than anyone on campus. Could you tell me, like, what do they look like when they file? What do their faces look like? And could you tell me about that part of your job?
Well, you would think that most people would be as happy as they can be. In general, they're more stressed out. More tears of stress in my office than hopefully any other office on campus. But in general, people are happy. It's one of the best days of their life, and I try my best to make it easier for them.
Great. Well, I hope everyone listening can just imagine the time when you see Lindsay when you're filing your final documents, and maybe this little session we have will make it a little easier for you. So we're looking at a screen here that shows your workshop. And would you give us some of the highlights of the workshop, and then maybe we'll wrap with an invitation for them to view this workshop on the Grad Post site.
Absolutely. So for the workshop, I have a few basics. We're going to go into much more detail in the workshop than I will here. But in general, we talk about some of the things you're going to need to know for filing. So things like formatting and margin requirements for the document. We're very specific about our requirements for this, and so it's really important that you start from the beginning doing this properly and not have to do it the night before you file, the night before the deadline, which is a lot of people do, and that's what's going to add to your stress. We also have some information here. The most important thing, and I'll show you right now, so maybe you can skip the whole dissertation workshop, is these two things. You want to know that we have a template in Word format on our website that you can download. Start with that, fill in your information, and it'll be perfect every time.
Wow, so I see this, it's graddiv.ucsb.edu/academic, and right in there, there are actual thesis templates, and they're in Word format?
Right, it's a Word format. It's just a sample that we made up. If you follow that, there's a few pages that are optional, and if you watch this presentation, you'll see which ones those are, or you can look at our website and we'll talk about it. But this has all of the things that you could possibly want. It's already set up with the numbering and the margins, and so you can just fill in your information.
Wow. And do they make an appointment to do a pre-check, and are you the one who looks at those?
I'm often the one. There's a few advisors in our office. You don't need an appointment. We're open from 9 to noon and 1 to 4 every day. The pre-check only takes about 5 minutes, maybe 10 if you have a lot of questions, but there's almost never a wait. Just come in, talk to the person at the front desk, or ring the bell, and we'll come out and help you.
Wow, what a great service. Well, what else do you talk about in the workshop?
So then, let's see. We have some little checklists for degrees, so we can look at the basic requirements for all graduate degrees, that you have a minimum GPA of 3.0, that you don't have any incompletes, that you've been registered at least 6 quarters for the PhD or 3 for the master's. We have some information about the filing fee leave of absence. If you don't know what that is, we have a little bit of information here, and there's some more on our website. We also have some checklists. We have some of the upcoming filing deadlines for 2010, 2011, but they always have all of the deadlines on our website. There's also, let's see, I don't need that. We have a master's filing checklist, pretty simple. We have a doctoral filing checklist that's a little bit more complicated. We have examples of the publishing agreement that you'll sign if you're a doctoral student, and information about registering the copyright for your dissertation. So there's a lot of information here, all of which I hope you'll find interesting.
Excellent. So what are some of the most interesting questions that you get from, like today, what kind of question did you get today from the group about all of this?
People are always concerned about the copyright, about whether they need to request permission, copyright permission from their papers that they've published. And we have some information. The library also has some good information about copyright and when you need to get permission. There are always questions about the filing dates and what to do if you miss a date. Generally, the answer to that is call us when you know there's going to be a problem, and we'll let you know what can be done. You never have to be afraid to call us. We're the nicest people in the world, and we're always there to help you. So, give us a call anytime. The grad div number is 893-2277.
Excellent. Yeah, I was thinking in my own, excuse me, I'm choking up thinking about this, my own graduate odyssey. I was so nervous about having somebody look in case they caught some terrible flaw, but it sounds like you can just walk right in and get some help.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, let me put, I even have all of our information here. You can email us if you're more comfortable with that, or you can drop by, or like I said, you can call. And there's always someone there that can help you.
Well, I think that we got a great overview of the workshop that you give. So if students want to find out about when to go to a future workshop, obviously they can go to the graduate division site. You have a calendar up there that we're now kind of mashed up with our calendar on the graduate post, so they can keep an eye here on our calendar. We'll have the current information about upcoming workshops. I think that students who are finishing up are so lucky that you're there with your team to help them do the very most important final filing of their work. And to those getting close out there, let me give you my congratulations from the Grad Post group. You did it. You're close, and we're just thrilled for you, and we'd like you to invite all of us to your party. Just come on to the Grad Post and hand your invitations in to the group here. And Lindsay, just thank you so much for letting me pull you off the stage and right over here to the headquarters to talk about this important part of your job.
Well, thank you.